Alzheimer's disease, understanding it right, preventing it early. 1. General overview of Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is one of the most common neurodegenerative disorders today, especially among the elderly. It is a progressive memory disorder that severely affects thinking ability, memory retention, and the ability to perform daily activities. According to the World Health Organization (WHO), over 55 million people worldwide are living with dementia, with approximately 60 to 70% of cases caused by Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's doesn't only affect the patient, it also deeply impacts their families and caregivers. Taking care of someone with Alzheimer's requires significant time, effort, and emotional resilience. Therefore, understanding the disease, recognizing early symptoms, knowing the causes, and learning about prevention methods can help us better protect our own health and that of our loved ones. 2. Symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's symptoms usually start gradually and worsen over time. In the early stages, a person may struggle with remembering newly learned information or keeping simple appointments. However, over time, these changes become more noticeable and interfere significantly with daily life. Here are the most common symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. 2.1 Memory loss. This is the most common and easiest symptom to notice. Patients often forget recently learned information, repeatedly ask the same questions, or increasingly rely on notes and devices to remember things. 2.2 Difficulty in planning or problem solving. They may struggle with tracking monthly bills, following a familiar recipe, or performing simple calculations. 2.3 Trouble completing familiar tasks. Daily tasks, such as driving to a known location, playing a favorite game, or using household appliances, may suddenly become confusing or overwhelming. 2.4 Disorientation in time and place. Patients might forget dates, seasons, or the current year. They may not know where they are or how they got there, even in familiar surroundings. 2.5 Language and communication issues. Finding the right words during conversation can become challenging. Patients may repeat themselves or stop mid-sentence, unsure how to continue. 2.6 Poor judgment and decision-making. They may become easily deceived, make unwise purchases, or display poor financial judgment. 2.7 Mood and personality changes. Patients may become anxious, confused, suspicious, depressed, or irritable. Personality shifts that seem out of character can also occur. 3. Causes of Alzheimer's disease. To this day, the exact cause of Alzheimer's disease remains unclear. However, many studies suggest that the condition arises from a combination of genetic, environmental, lifestyle, and biochemical factors affecting the brain. 3.1 Genetic factors. Some forms of Alzheimer's, especially early onset types, are strongly hereditary. The APOE4 gene variant is associated with an increased risk. However, having this gene doesn't guarantee that someone will develop the disease. 3.2 Abnormal protein accumulation. Two proteins, beta amyloid and tau, are closely linked to Alzheimer's. Beta amyloid builds up between neurons forming plaques, while tau proteins form twisted tangles inside neurons, leading to cell damage and death. 3.3 Aging. Age is the most significant risk factor. Most Alzheimer's cases occur in people over 65, with risk increasing over time. 3.4 Head injuries. People with a history of serious head trauma have a higher likelihood of developing Alzheimer's later in life. 3.5 Unhealthy lifestyle. Poor diet, smoking, physical inactivity, obesity, heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure all increase the risk of developing Alzheimer's. 3.6 Psychological and social factors. Depression, loneliness, and lack of social interaction are also associated with increased risk. 4. How to prevent Alzheimer's disease. While there is currently no cure for Alzheimer's, early prevention and intervention can slow its progression and improve quality of life. Below are effective prevention strategies. 4.1 Maintain a healthy lifestyle. Balanced diet. A Mediterranean diet rich in vegetables, fruits, fish, whole grains, and olive oil is recommended. Limit saturated fats, refined sugar, and processed foods. Regular exercise. Aim for at least 30 minutes of physical activity, 5 days a week. Exercise boosts blood flow to the brain and supports cognitive health. Sleep well. Quality sleep helps the brain eliminate toxins, including beta-amyloid. Avoid smoking and excessive alcohol. These substances damage the nervous system and raise the risk of Alzheimer's. For point 2, stimulate your brain. Play chess, read books, learn new languages, solve puzzles, and engage in creative activities. These help keep the brain active and slow cognitive decline. Lifelong learning is one of the best protections for the brain. 4.3. Stay socially connected. Regularly communicate with family and friends, and participate in community or hobby groups. This reduces the risk of depression and social isolation, two major contributors to Alzheimer's. 4.4. Manage underlying health conditions. Properly treat and manage conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and depression to safeguard brain health. Have regular health checkups for early detection and timely interventions. 4.5. Prevent head injuries. Wear helmets when riding motorbikes or bicycles. Use seat belts in vehicles. And make your home fall-proof, especially for seniors. 4.6. Manage stress. Practice meditation, yoga, or deep breathing exercises to reduce stress, improve mood, and promote mental well-being. 5. Conclusion. Aiming for a healthy and sharp life. Alzheimer's disease is a major challenge in today's aging society. Gaining a thorough understanding of the disease, recognizing warning signs early, and taking preventive action can empower us to lead healthier and more fulfilling lives. If you have aging family members, take the time to communicate with them, encourage them to participate in physical and mental activities, and support them emotionally. Love, patience, and companionship are among the most powerful tools in both preventing and managing Alzheimer's disease. Wishing you and your loved ones good health, mental clarity, and a life full of positive energy. Let's begin the journey to care for our brain health, starting today.